This is a really, really important event for us. We are really, really proud to support ISBA. We work with already nearly half the schools in ISBA in the sector, and being here today to have an opportunity to speak to current and future clients is an opportunity we can never pass up. So we love being here.
So we moved to iFinance when we insourced our finance from another school. So we didn't actually have our own system, and so it was like starting from scratch. So we looked at a number of systems. We were using iSAMS already, so the way that it integrated with iSAMS was really helpful for us. And it looked quite straightforward, and I got a lot of confidence from the team about the migration process.
So we implemented iFinance about 4 years ago. I moved into the independent sector from the state sector where I'd used PSF, which I was a big fan of. And I wanted something that would work for me in a similar vein, but obviously would factor in things like the fees, bursaries, and iFinance was that product.
I had to take on the role quite rapidly, and therefore it was really important to me that I could pick up the system quite quickly. As an ex-auditor, I'm used to moving around different systems, but the iFinance Academy that I was introduced to quite early on was really helpful to get over those first sort of humps of learning the system.
There's a real shift happening in schools at the moment, and schools are rightly getting a lot more expectation from the tools and the systems that they have. And at Iris, we have fully integrated MIS, finance, HR and payroll. And this is a chance for schools to really look at the processes and the tools they're using and really see where the future's going. And we have an opportunity to talk to schools about a really exciting future.
The migration was actually the best part of moving to iFinance. I was really nervous about not knowing the data so well and it being migrated across, but we had full training that was really, really helpful. All the data was moved across, and then we also got support troubleshooting any of that data. So the support was incredible, really good.
I found the implementation to be really good and catered to exactly what we needed and set it up in the way that we wanted it to work.
We're seeing schools move away from fragmented processes, difficult controls, towards fully connected finance systems. And at Iris, we are absolutely focused on reducing the risk that schools face. So we are automating payment collections, we're improving the audit trails and giving schools real-time visibility on what is going on with their finance.
I really love how easy it is to change something when you've got it wrong. So if you've coded an invoice to the wrong account, you can just go in and edit it and you haven't got a journal and mess about pushing it backwards and forwards. And also the bank rec, I love the bank rec. The way it pulls all the data in from the bank and auto matches it for you. So you just have to glance and go, oh yeah, that's right, off you go. It just makes the really boring stuff and the easy processing really quick. So you can focus on analysing and doing more of the data stuff. So yeah, it works really well for us.
Manual processes is where the risk and the potential for fraud creeps in. And that's why we're making sure that payments are automated, that we can reconcile those transactions, and that we can rely on fully connected systems to keep the fraudsters out. And with solutions like auto debits, payments become traceable, consistent, and the system is much, much more secure. So that's why we're seeing such an interest from schools in solutions like auto debits.
So at the moment we have the ability to have different companies set on iFinance, and they have the intercompany ability to be able to look at each other and work together, which is really handy for consolidation, which is great for growth. And that has been a fast and rapid approaching movement in our sector.
It's really important that leadership teams have clarity and confidence, not just in the data, but in what is going on in their schools. And by bringing insight into ISAM Central, we're able to deliver really bespoke dashboards and consolidated reporting with a full view of the school and its financial health.
When people come to me and want to know about, for example, how much specific funding has been received for a child, I can pull that really quickly, see how much funding they've had and see the costs that have been allocated against that specific child. If I want to run the accounts for a specific section of the school, I can do that. If I want to look at last year compared to this year, I can do that so quickly.
That means that bursars, governors and heads aren't relying on historic reports or things that don't correlate. They're able to make informed decisions on real-time trusted information.
It's really made my reporting life much easier.
And there's some features that we're not really using. So I would like to move on to purchase order. And also we're not really using the uploading invoices at the moment. We're still very paper-based. So we're under pressure because we're doing more and more invoicing where we're increasing our income from different things. And as we do that, we're creating capacity by kind of expanding our use of iFinance. So far it's been brilliant for us.
I would say absolutely get iFinance in to give you a demo. You won't be disappointed.
It's always great to catch up with existing schools, and we can talk to them about the roadmap and the things that we're going to be doing in the future and the exciting things that we are building to help schools. It's also good to talk to potential new clients about how we can help them with their improved processes and improved systems.